Hey everybody, I'm Buttonhole. Welcome to Open Fire Tactical. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so very much. This channel is actually growing quite a bit, and I'm just blown away by the whole thing. I'm humbled and I'm truly flattered. It's guys like you and gals that are watching me shoot, but I'd like to see more of you guys on the range. Once again, I'm out here at the range, same spot, and I'm the only one here. So just wanted to throw this out there again too. If you know me and you know how to get a hold of me, or if you don't and you live in the Dayton area in Nevada and you want to be a part of this channel, I'm throwing you an open invitation. Love to have you come out, be a part of the video, whether you're doing the camera work and we can work on something, or you want to be in the shot itself, so to speak, no pun intended. Anyway, I brought a couple of pistols with me today. I wanted to work on pistol shooting and kind of get away from the rifle thing for a minute. I'm kind of running out of ideas, and I think about these things all week long when I'm at work, and, gee whiz, what should I bring up? What could I talk about? My neighbor next door, Jack, he told me, shout out to you, Jack. He asked me if I had a sharp Shiloh and if I could do like 1,000-yard shot, and I said, no. No, I don't. Do you? And he goes, well, no. And I said, well, those rifles are pretty expensive, number one. And number two, the ammo, 4570, 4590, 45110, 45120. And those, either black powder or modern powder, probably have to go with black powder. I'm not sure because I don't know. So the nostalgic and the nostalgia of those old cowboy guns is very near and dear to my heart. And so, as a lot of you guys know me, I was a cowboy for a lot of part of my life and grew up around on a ranch, a working ranch, pushing cattle where they don't want to go, and fixing fences, and just riding and being around horses and doing all that stuff. And then I got away from it for a while, and then every time I visited my mom and my stepdad, they had horses and a big ranch, and we'd start riding again. But when I moved to Nevada, it had been quite a while, and then I got back into the horse thing for a while, for a few years, and then got away from it again. But it's always been near and dear to my heart. And the weapons. So fixing fences, and they get tore up from cattle, and just having fences on your property, you have to repair them. And so I always carried a revolver. I carried a single action, a single six. Wasn't this one in particular, but it was one like it. This is a 3840. It shoots these weird looking bottleneck bullets. They're kind of funky. But these things are stupid expensive. So I looked on Midway USA today. Buffalo Bore has 20 rounds for $49 or $48.99, plus shipping, plus tax. And without including those two, it's like $2.45 a shot. So, $15 to load this with six. And this pistol, I wouldn't load it with six because the firing pin is actually on the hammer. And I can pull it back and show you. Oop, right there. You can see it. And so that's why cowboys, they always left it on an empty chamber. If it fell out of their holster, it would go off. And, man, it could kill you. So that's what I have this on now. It's resting on an empty chamber. And if I were to carry this concealed, I would carry it that way. Excuse me. And that's just being safe. So you have 5 shots. Well, at that kind of money to shoot this thing, why not buy a 38? Or look around for a 357 and get 6 shots. So those guns are safe. If you were to drop it, hopefully you'll never drop your weapon, but if it did, it most likely won't go off. And they have updated safety features even on revolvers, so they're designed to not go off should they be dropped. This one will go off if it's dropped. So let me put on my hearing protection. We'll put some rounds down range, and we'll see how we hit with this thing at 30 feet. I've measured the inside of my home, and so that's practical accuracy and marksmanship for self-defense purposes. I would recommend that you guys all do that, whether you live in a studio apartment or you live in a house. And houses are all different sizes, but what's the longest part of your house? Measure that and then practice, and that's practical accuracy, practical marksmanship at those distances. So that's just my 2 cents. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just throwing it out there, and I appreciate you guys all. So let me pause the video, put on my hearing protection, and then we'll get started, okay? Stand by. Okay, so there's my target. You know what, let me pause that again. It's got bullet holes in it, so let's start fresh. Stand by. Sorry about that. Okay, so that target is at 30 feet, and the 7 yards or 21-foot rule is an assailant can cover 21 feet in about 1.5 seconds on average. So you may not be able to flee. 30 feet is a little bit different. You should be able to flee, but you might not be able to. So just wanted to throw that out there. I would say you guys need to figure out what your distance is, and you need to learn to shoot and move. Shoot, move, shoot, move. But for today's demonstration, I'm just going to be standing here shooting. So I don't want to block the shot or anything, but I wonder if I can zoom in. Sometimes this phone doesn't let me zoom in. Yeah, it's not letting me do it. All right, so 30 feet, a little bit further than that. Not much. Here we go. Five shots. So if I were carrying this pistol as a defensive tool, like in modern society, I would definitely want more than 5 shots. I would want more than 6 shots. But what I'm saying is whatever you can afford, get out there and use it and get proficient with it. So I also have my 357. Sometimes I do carry this. It's great to have in the car. This is a Smith & Wesson Model 65.5. And it has the firing pin on the hammer. Now this weapon is unloaded. And I'm going to load it up, and then we'll put 6 shots on target. But it's 357, and it barks. It barks quite a bit. And then we'll go down there and we'll see how well I did. So let me just grab the camera real quick. I'm going to switch the view. So in our faces. Whoops. So I did pretty good. I'm not disappointed with that. 4 of those are inside the 10 ring. 2 of them, 3 of them actually are in the X. So this guy, it broke the line. So that counts as an X-ring shot. It's still 10 points if you are scoring pointage. And then I shanked one. That was the first one off to the left. So let me get those taped up, and then we'll do the 357. And I'll try to do those as fast as I can. Stand by. All right, so 357. Again, it's not loaded, and it's going to be here in just a second. Speed loader. Highly recommend. If you carry a revolver with 5 shots or 6 shots, I would say carry 2 to 3 of these in a pocket that has nothing else in it. Not your keys, not your wallet, not a key fob, nothing. Not even change. Because if you had change in your hand and you dropped it, you might look down at the ground looking for whatever it was you just dropped, as opposed to focusing on reloading. Now, I can't say that that's a definite, but it could definitely happen. It could also jam you up trying to reload it too. So ammo in your ammo pocket only. So here we go. 6 shots, 357 Magnum. Rapid fire. 30 feet. Here we go. Wow, that thing is a boomer. And we're empty. And without hearing protection, oh my gosh, man, that is absolutely deafening. I could really feel that even with my hearing protection on. So 6 shots. Looks like I missed a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, there's 6 hits on there. 3 right there, and 3 down below. 2 in the 8 ring, 2 in the 9, 3 in the 9 ring, and then 1 down low, still in the 8. So those are all still good hits. So let's pause, and then I'll load up my G19, and we'll do 18. Stand by. Okay, so this last demonstration is with my Glock 19. We're locked and cocked and ready to rock. So it's 17 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber for 18. I'm going to do a mag dump, so hopefully I don't get flagged by YT. You guys know what I'm talking about. It is not fully automatic, so they did age restrict my short of the AR9 and the binary trigger. I guess they weren't happy about that, and I had 2 stoppages in 20 rounds, so kind of weak, but not my rules. All right, guys, here we go. And 2 misses right off the bat, so we're locked back, empty. Slide forward, hammer down, range is safe. Let's go down there and have a look. I see 2 in the neck, 1 in the head, upper torso, and to the left. So, and then two mics, 1 there and 1 there. 3, 1 right there. So 3 unaccounted for. So as opposed to just opening fire on somebody, which, if you were in a desperate situation, I understand. But these 3 you're responsible for wherever they go. Anything that leaves your muzzle, you are responsible for, even in a life and death situation. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, this is why we come out here. Got to do some shooting, have some fun, bring your friends, make it an event. But just my 2 cents, always be safe. Never put safety on the back burner. Until then, I'm Buttonhole. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget to give me some comments down below. Help me out here, guys. I need your ideas. I want your ideas. And moreover, I want you guys out here on the range, if nowhere else, out here with me, having a good time. Thanks for tuning in. Have a blessed day. Open fire out.